Hello and welcome again. Welcome to a new class, class number 129. Yes, we're working hard. We're moving forward. We're making progress. We're making progress. We're advancing. We're moving forward. We're progressing. We're gaining momentum. Escrito momentum. Se dice mucho. Ganando carrerilla, ganando impulso. We're gaining momentum. Yes, momentum towards a goal. Goal, which is, of course, your English. All right. That's the most important goal. I have a goal. My goal is to enjoy professionally my life and personally, of course. Yes, professional enjoyment, to enjoy the profession that I perform. And if you reach your goal, then I will reach mine. Excuse me, Maria, when am I supposed to change cameras? When am I supposed to change? Am I supposed to change now? Or am I supposed to change after 2 or 3 minutes? When am I? She says I'm supposed to change now. The question is, when am I supposed to change cameras? ¿Cuándo se supone que debo cambiar? No sé cuándo debo cambiar. I don't know when I'm supposed to. I know I'm supposed to change, but I don't remember when I'm supposed to change. Besides, Maria usually is standing behind the camera saying, she's giving me indications, and now she's sitting fat and happy there studying Italian. All right? So, okay. I'm supposed to change, but I don't know when I'm supposed to. Escuchad cómo hilo esta frase gramáticamente. I am supposed to change, but I don't know when I'm supposed to. When am I supposed to change? Se escribe supposed y luego la palabra to, pero nos comemos la D de supposed, la S final, supposed to. Supposed to, supposed to, supposed to, supposed to. All right? When am I supposed to change? I'm supposed to change right now. So on the count of 3, let's change. 1, 2, 3. All right. Now I'm supposed to remain the rest of the time with camera 1. I'm not supposed to go back to camera 2. And if I do, I'm in trouble. Estoy metido un buen lío. I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. Fijaos, todas las expresiones, supposed to, trouble, etc. Donde yo más incido es en I'm in. Pequeños trucos fonéticos de gramática del libro 1 de principiantes. What you learn in the beginner's section is the most important part of the English language. You must remember this. You must remember this. Como la canción. You must remember this. A kiss is just a kiss. A sigh is just a sigh. You must remember this. Hasta recordar esto. The most important elements of the English language, by far, with a big difference over number 2, are the elements you find in the beginners section. In book 1 for beginners. The second most important elements of the English language that you must master, you find in book 2 for high beginners or pre-intermediate. My figure is taking up most of the space. And now I'm taking up most of the time talking about to take up and supposed to, which is something I'm supposed to do. Because in this segment of the program, I'm supposed to talk about the 2 points I taught yesterday or last Friday. And so I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, which is to talk about take up and supposed to. So I'm taking up most of the time talking about the things I'm supposed to take up. This is the things I'm supposed to talk about, which is supposed to and take up. All right? This table, this desk, which you can't see right now, takes up a lot of space in this studio. The lights, there are about 30 different lights shining on me. They take up an enormous amount of space in this room. The cameras, the 3 cameras and Maria, they take up a lot of space. Maria takes up a lot of space, all right? And she takes up a lot of my time, too. She takes up a lot of my time. Because when this program stops and I pass you to another teacher, Maria starts asking me questions about English. You know, the moment I have to take a break, and when I need some time just to relax, to close my eyes, to take a nap, Maria starts asking me questions about the grammar. It's just, oh yeah, she's, how do you pronounce supposed to again? Supposed to? And so out of courtesy, I answer her. But I'm not supposed to do that. Her job is not to learn English in this program. Her job is to make sure that everything in the plateau, everything in the television studio is okay, and giving me the instructions according to time.
Again, were you supposed to set the alarm clock for 7?
Were you supposed to set the alarm clock for 7?
Yes, I was supposed to set the alarm clock for 7, but I forgot and I overslept. Never mind, doesn't matter. Next one. Did more people have to go to the meeting? Did more people have to go to the meeting? With supposed to. A ver. Very good. How do you say that?
Were
Yes?
more people supposed to go to the meeting?
Very good. Yeah, you have a very sort of worried face,
Yeah.
but it was correct. Go on, repeat it.
I don't remember now.
No, okay.
Were there
people.
Were more people supposed to go to the meeting?
Very good. Were more people supposed to go to the meeting? Repeat one more time.
Were more people supposed to go to the meeting?
Excellent. Very good. Ahora en casa. Were more people supposed to go to the meeting? Repeat. Very good. Okay, another one. I had to take out the rubbish. I had to take out the rubbish. Now, what's rubbish?
Basura.
Basura. Or in America, they say
Trash.
trash. Trash. I had to take out the rubbish. There's a smell in here. It's still over there, you see. I haven't done it yet, unfortunately. So, how do you say that? Very good. Now, tell me off.
You were supposed to take out the rubbish.
I know, I was supposed to take out the rubbish. Now say it con enfado.
You were supposed to take out the rubbish.
I know, I forgot. It stinks, doesn't it? It's horrible. It's not me. It's the rubbish. Okay, you had to do your homework last night. You had to do your homework last night. Very good. Okay, you had to do your homework last night.
You were supposed to do your homework last night.
No, but you were supposed to do your homework last night. You were, so you have to change the subject. I.
Okay. I was supposed to do my homework last night.
No. Ask me if a king-size bed would take up a lot of space in the studio.
Would a king-size bed take up a lot of space in the studio?
Very good, in casa. Ask me if a king-size bed would take up a lot of space in the studio. Just ask a question. Good. Would a king-size bed take up a lot of space in the studio? Okay. Does this table take up a lot of space in the studio? DKC? Very good. Does this table take up a lot of space in the studio?
Yes, that table takes up a lot of space in the studio.
Very good. Okay, so repeat. Yes, this table takes up a lot of space in the studio. Okay. Would an elephant take up too much space in your garage? Very good. Would an elephant take up too much space in your garage?
Yes, an elephant would take up a lot of space in my garage.
Of course it would. They're huge, and that's all we have time for, I'm afraid. So thank you very much, Beatriz. Thank you at home, and until next time, goodbye.
Hello again and welcome back. Okay, I recommend that you pay attention. I recommend you, saltando el that, que se puede saltar. I recommend you pay attention. I recommend you be still. I recommend that you be. ¿Cómo que you be? ¿Desde cuándo en inglés se dice you be? Bueno, escuchado un poco más. Yesterday Maria recommended that I be here early today. In fact, every day she insists that I be here early. She insists that I come. And I insist that she come. No, she comes. No estoy poniendo la S de la tercera persona singular. She comes here every day because I insist that she come. I recommend that she come. I demand that she come. I beg that she come. I want her to come. I would like her to come. Let's pass the camera number one in a moment and talk about these a bit of interesting grammar for me, in which the Latin and the Germanic Anglo-Saxon come together. It's quite interesting for me, simply from a technical, linguistic, grammatical point of view. Maybe not for you, but it's important for me and for you, because Spanish people make a very ugly mistake in English with the verb to recommend, to insist, and to suggest. So let's change to camera one, and I'll explain the problem. Camera one. All right. Te recomiendo un restaurante. ¿Ok? ¿Cómo se dice en inglés? Te recomiendo un restaurante. En primer lugar, empezamos con let me, déjame que te recomiende, o shall I, te recomiendo un restaurante. Shall I? Ok, vamos con el let me. Déjame recomendarte un restaurante. Tradúcemelo. No, escuchad. Déjame recomendarte un restaurante. Let me recommend a restaurant. Let me recommend a restaurant. No digáis nunca, let me recommend you a restaurant. Porque el you toma. I recommended that she not go to the beach. I demanded that she not call me by tú, sin usted. All right? Yes. And I recommended that she be here on time and not be late. So, every day I recommend that you not waste your time. Every day I recommend that you study. Every day I recommend to my other students that they study. And I always insist that Maria come here on time. I always insist that she be here on time. I always recommend that she give me the times, so I need to know when to stop. All right. Now, let me recommend a restaurant. I want to recommend a restaurant. Never, never in English recommend me or recommend you, recommend him, recommend her, recommend them, cuando lo que estás recomendando es otra cosa. Si quiero recomendar a María a ti como futuro empleado, I want to recommend her to you. Okay? I want to recommend Maria to you. Okay? But otherwise, no. I want to recommend this English course. Nunca want to recommend you this English course. Okay? I want to recommend this English course. And now my sponsors are recommending that I stop. So I'll be back in about 4 or 5 minutes. All right, welcome back. I'm new in Spain. Acabo de llegar a España. I have just arrived, and I don't know anything, so recomiéndame una zona donde vivir. Recommend an area for an apartment. Recomiéndame una peluquería. Recommend a barbershop. Recomiéndame un lugar de trabajo. Recommend a place to work. Recomiéndame, no sé, recomiéndame una escuela de español, para aprender español. Recommend a Spanish school, a Spanish language school. Recomiéndame un lugar donde pasear. Recommend a place. En todas las frases en inglés no he dicho recomiéndame, he dicho recomienda un lugar, recomienda. Recordad, recommend a place. Nunca recommend me. Okay? Okay. See you in a few minutes.
All right, hello, and welcome. I'm Kyle, and I'm here today with Anna. One more time. Anna, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Great.
How are
great.
you?
Fantastic, doing very well. And I must say, I hope, because we're now at class 129, I hope you're following along. I hope you're following the material. I hope you're listening to the audios, listening to the radio and studying, because I hope that you're making the most of the course, right, and all the materials. So I recommend that you, right, subject, recommend, that, object, infinitive. I recommend that you study with your student guide. I recommend that you watch all the episodes on TV. I recommend that you listen to the radio show on Vaughn Radio. I recommend that you work hard, okay? What do you think, Anna? Do you recommend that they work hard also?
Yes, I do.
Yes, she recommends it.
I recommend that they work hard.
Yeah. What else do you recommend?
I recommend they listen to a lot of English.
Good idea. What else? Any other recommendations?
Yes, I recommend they do their homework.
Good. Yeah, so interesting. I said, I recommend that you, and Anna said, I recommend you, but either one is fine. The that is optional, right? That. I recommend you study at home. I recommend that you study at home, okay? So they wanted us to fix it. So what could you say?
They recommend us to fix it.
They recommended
that we fix it.
That we fix it. They recommended that we fix it. That we fix. So even yesterday, but yesterday they recommended that we fix it, right? She wanted us to try again.
She recommended us to try again. That we try it again.
Yeah, that we try again.
That we try it again.
Repeat.
Sorry. She recommended us that we try again.
She recommended that we...
She recommended that we try again.
Good, good, good. My doctor suggested that I eat more fruit. It's true. He said, Kyle, you have to eat more fruit. So what did he recommend? He recommended that you eat more fruit. It's true. Also, my dentist told me I should floss my teeth more often. Every time I go, he think that you should worry about him.
You recommend that I don't worry about him.
You recommend?
You recommend. Sorry. You recommend that I don't worry about him.
Exactly. I recommend that you don't worry about him. Forget about him. Don't worry about him. I recommend that you don't worry about him. He's not worth worrying about. Okay? I think we should fix it as soon as possible.
You recommend we fix it as soon as possible. You recommend we fix it as soon as possible.
Yes, 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 yes. He feels it's best to put onion in the tortilla. He recommends you put onion in the tortilla. Do you make tortilla at home?
Yes, I do.
And I know a lot of people are saying, Kyle, Spanish omelet. In English, you have to say Spanish omelet, and that's true. But even in English, I say tortilla. It's one of these words that we adopt. A lot of people adopt because, for me, an omelet is the French one with eggs and well, with maybe cheese and milk. Different thing altogether. He feels that we should get more fresh air.
He recommends that we get more fresh air.
Absolutely. I suggest you play sports at least once a week.
You recommend that I play sports at least once a week.
Yeah, I recommend that she plays sports once a week. I recommend that everyone plays sports. In American English, we say sports. The British people will say sport once a week. And I think our production team recommends that I finish the segment, okay? So I'm going to finish it right now. Thank you, Anna. Great job.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And great job to you at home. And I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.
All right, let's do a translation list. We have a lot of work. 12 sentences, but 12 very rich, very interesting sentences. Camera 1. El conductor no llevaba cinturón. The driver wasn't wearing a seat belt. Seat belt. No decimos safety belt. Seat belt. Escrito SEAT. The driver wasn't wearing a seat belt. In Spanish, no llevaba cinturón. En inglés, no llevaba un cinturón. We always use an indefinite article before countable nouns. In Spanish, you don't. In Spanish, sometimes you say, no tengo coche. No tengo coche. In English, it's impossible to say no tengo coche. Puedes decir no tengo mantequilla, no tengo harina, pero no puedes decir no tengo coche. Porque eso cambia de contable a incontable. Toma, un poco de coche. ¿Quieres probar un poco de coche? En esos casos sí. Pero no tengo coche en inglés. I don't have a car. No tengo un coche. Y aquí, el conductor no llevaba cinturón. The driver wasn't wearing a seat belt. ¿Quién se queda con el bebé cuando vas de compras? Who stays with the baby when you go shopping? Who stays with the baby when you go shopping? To go shopping. To stay. Quedarse con alguien is to stay with somebody. Who stays with the baby when you go shopping? Ellos son la clave de mi éxito. They're the key to my success. Tres cosas. The contraction they are, there, no their, there. The key, pronunciación key, no key. They're the key to. Clave de. Nunca se dice en inglés key of. All right, the key to. Estar desanimado is to be discouraged, y desanimarse is to get discouraged. Pronto se desanimarán, o me cuesta en español. They'll soon or soon they'll. Puedes poner soon al principio o después de they will. They'll soon get discouraged and lose effectiveness, eficacia, efectividad, effectiveness. Tardé un año en dominar el tema. It took me a year. Tardé un año en dominar. ¿Dominar? Dominar un tema. En este caso, dominar el tema. It took me a year to master the subject. It took me a year to master the subject. ¿Te das cuenta de lo rico que eres? Congratulations on winning the Christmas lottery. Do you realize how rich you are? En español, lo rico que eres. En inglés, cómo de rico, cuán rico eres. Do you realize? ¿Te das cuenta? Do you realize how rich you are? Do you realize how rich you are? Él está muy por delante de sus compañeros de clase. He's way ahead of his classmates. It's interesting how we use the word way. Way significa camino, manera, modo, forma. ¿De qué manera? What way? This way? This, por aquí? This way, please. Way. But way también es muy, muy, muy por delante cuando es competencia. Way ahead. Way ahead means años luz de distancia de los demás. He's way ahead. Este curso de inglés 4.0 está muy por delante de cualquier competidor en calidad y en transmisión de conocimientos vía plataforma televisiva. This program is way ahead of the rest. Way ahead of the rest. And here, él está muy por delante de sus compañeros de clase, classmates. Pero aquí lo importante es way ahead. He's way ahead of his classmates. His classmates are way behind him. He's way ahead of them. They're way behind him. Estás perdiendo tu toque mágico. You're losing. You're losing. You are. You're losing your magic touch. Por cierto, se dice magic, no magic. No digáis magic. Llevo 20, 30 años escuchando Magic Johnson. Entonces, magic. Johnson lo decís bien con la J. Pues la G en medio de magic es igual que la J en Johnson. Magic Johnson, Magic Johnson, magic, 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 magic. The magic hour. La hora mágica. The magic, no, magic, magic. Do you believe in magic in a young girl's heart? You're losing, o sea, pierdes tu toque mágico. You're losing your magic touch. You're losing your magic touch. Te costará entenderles, ya verás. You'll have trouble understanding them. You'll see. You'll have trouble. Siempre en singular, trouble. Suena un poco a viajar, ¿no? Travel? No, trouble. Con B, no con V. Trouble. You'll have trouble, gerundio, understanding them. You'll have trouble understanding them. The people from Glasgow, good luck. I have trouble understanding them, and you'll have trouble understanding them. No quiero, no, es que no quiero, pero no me queda más remedio.
a cereal bar in the middle of the day to boost your energy levels. Okay? Or have some chocolate to boost your energy levels. The next one, dew.
Rocío.
Rocío, yeah, the dew on the ground, the dew that falls in the morning on the grass. Okay? Better late than never, a little expression here. Better late than never.
Más vale tarde que nunca.
Que también se puede decir, it's better late than
never.
never. Okay, good. It's better late than never. The last one, a skeptic.
Escéptico.
Un escéptico, exactly. Okay, we have about 6 and a bit minutes to look at our translation list. Today's translation list is, as you all know, because you've all been listening to it this morning in your cars, on the way to work, or at home when you're cooking or preparing something. Translation list 43, which starts like this. El conductor no llevaba cinturón.
The bus driver
Well,
wasn't wearing. The driver wasn't wearing a seatbelt or his seatbelt.
The driver wasn't wearing a seatbelt.
Okay.
Or his seatbelt también. Okay, the driver wasn't wearing his seatbelt. El cinturón de seguridad is your seat belt. You put it on, or you wear a seatbelt, just like you wear a jumper or any other type of clothing. Yeah? You wear your seatbelt. The driver wasn't wearing his seatbelt. ¿Quién se queda con el bebé cuando vas de compras?
Who is staying with?
No, ¿quién se queda siempre que te vas de compras?
Who looks after? Who is looking after?
No, pero
who,
en presente es simple, ¿eh?
Who is looking after? Who will look after?
Who looks. Okay?
Who looks after your baby when you go shopping?
Okay, who looks after your baby when you go shopping means quién cuida de tu bebé. Yo quería quién se queda con who.
Who stays with?
Muy bien.
elements of English to make you a good speaker is contained in the beginners section of this course, which you're not taking, probably. But in any case, so I recommend that you never, nunca menosprecies la base. Don't underestimate the base. Okay, see you tomorrow.